I am born to proclaim the name Yahweh. I am born to bear witness that Yahweh is the only sovereign one. I am born to glorify the name Yahweh. I am born. My whole purpose for existence is to glorify the name that was claimed to be ineffable, unpronounceable, unknown. I'm making known what was unknown. I'm pronouncing what was unpronounceable. I am bringing back to your memory which was forgotten. I am causing the world me to bow and turn to confess Yahweh is God. I am successful at what I do. You have a piece of paper in your hand that says thousands of years ago in King Solomon's temple, this name, Yahweh. That means my work among you, though you may not have believed it 9 years ago when I started. You may not have believed it 8 years ago, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and today, but you have some more proof in your hand right now that the archaeologists of the earth have went and dug up and found out and paid a fortune to get a little piece of something with my name on it, big as a thumb, paid over $500,000 just to have a piece of ivory with my name on it. This thing, my name. My work is vindicated. Yahweh has vindicated my work. I thank Yahweh for your presence here tonight. I thank Yahweh for your bearing witness here tonight. But I want you to know your being here tonight does not make me confident in what I'm doing in proclaiming the name Yahweh. When I came to Miami all by myself and there was nobody but me, I was just as confident then, and I proclaimed Yahweh then just as I am now. Praise Yahweh. Just as I, by myself, have spread Yahweh's name into your forehead and caused the name Yahweh to be sealed in your forehead, I'm not finished yet. I'm not going to stop until the whole world say Yahweh, and those that don't say Yahweh won't be left. How many are ready for the world to come and worship the King from year to year? How many are ready for the evil ones to be chased off the planet so we can have peace and love and joy and happiness all over the earth, heaven once again? Praise Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Zakvei Ma. Baruch Hashem, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. How do we love Yahweh? With all our mind, with all our heart, with all our soul, and with all our might. How do we love our brothers and sisters? With all our mind, with all our heart, with all our soul, and with all our might. Praise Yahweh. And what is our motto? Our motto is one God, one mind, one love, and one action. We're all for one? And one for all. And we want for our brothers and sisters. So we want for ourselves. What about soup? If I have a bowl of soup, you may have my bowl of soup. And anything else? And anything else. Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. You may be seated. To find out that the wonderful world of Yahweh, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh is at hand, is the best thing we could learn since our history of suffering. And you know when our history of suffering began? When we first listened to Lucifer, the devil, Satan. What color was Lucifer? Correct. He came whispering against the government of Yahweh. That's history.
Yes, sir.
It was all about rulership. And Lucifer began to tell people that if you listen to him, he would give you a new kind of rulership that would make you rich over everybody. You don't have to go for this sharing stuff with everybody. You don't have to have everything in common like Yahweh said it should be. You don't have to be like the ant at all. You can just keep everything you get for yourself, you and your children. That was the beginning of individualism, which is against the collective idea of Yahweh. That was the beginning of greed, all for me, myself, and I. I'm not going to share with you. That was the beginning of lust, where the desire of the carnal world took precedent over desire for Yahweh. That was the beginning of man worshiping man instead of man worshiping Yahweh. When I say man worshiping man, that means man worshiping each other. Instead of having only one man. That's what we did. And we laid the government of Yahweh down and picked up the government of Satan. And we didn't do it all at once. It began with one, whispering. And all it took was one to listen. And that one told one. And they were immediately in trouble with Yahweh. And when he came looking for them, the whisper campaign had already taken effect. And people are doing today, in light of the truth, in my comment, what Adam and Eve did in the garden. They went and hid themselves from the presence of Yahweh, and knowing he was coming to walk in the cool of the evening. Instead of being happy and free to meet him, they ran from his presence. And today, our people and the world know that the light is here. The light is come. The true light. Not just any old kind of light, but the true light. And instead of running and being happy and joyful to meet me, they're running to the darkness. The same spirit that entered Adam and Eve by listening to the whisperer exists now. Instead of being glad to run and worship, glorify the Son, people will run because they love darkness more than they love light. Why? Because their deeds were evil.
Yes, sir.
John 3:19?
Yes, sir.
So when we see people today that confess to you they know Yahweh ben Yahweh is the truth, and you can't convince them to come, remember, no one can convince Adam and Eve to come too. They went and hid themselves from the face of their Creator. Remember, Adam was created by Yahweh, and remember, Eve was created by Yahweh. Direct creation. It's pretty disconcerting when your direct creation runs from you. Hide their face from you. The one you raise up, give life to, can't stand to see your face because the deeds are wicked and evil. So today, people are holding back, standing back, watching to see what's going to happen to the world. And you can see. You that love the light, your light penetrates the darkness of the world. You can see what's going on out there. Destruction. People that are out there in it know that too. And yet they will choose evil over good. To us it seems like, how could anyone do that? John 3:19. Read.
And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men loved darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
All the people's works, evil works. Now you think about that. Wherever lies are being taught, you can't get in the place. They are packed. People will come in your face and admit what you're saying is the truth. Admit that where they are going and attending services is a pack of lies. But if you follow them next Sunday, they'll be there. Contributing big time money. And you have to ask yourself, why would anybody want to contribute to deception that they admit is deception? That's what you call being cold-hearted against the Creator. I mean, hate the light of the Creator. In total opposition to the program of the Creator. And Satan is incredible. Revelation 12:9. Think about how incredible he is here in Revelation 12:9. Revelation chapter 12, verse 9. This is how attractive Satan has been without my presence. When the people are unable to see me in you, this is what happens. Read.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
And this one man began a whisper campaign to do your own thing. That was his message. You don't have to do what Yahweh said. Do your own thing. What's wrong with you? You got a man. You let somebody tell you what to do. You don't have to get up, go to prayer and all that kind of stuff. Serve Yahweh day and night. I mean, you can lay back and watch TV. Just feel like you want to come in and kick off your shoes, lay back, watch TV. Those are the devil's thoughts. When you have that thought, that's what's in your head. How'd you get such a thought? You said, I thought it up. Your deception is so great, you believe you thought that up. I don't want to have to be responsible all the time. I want to be able to come home, get off work, and just go in and throw everything off and lay back and turn it on. Cool it. Chill out. See, you all teach me these words. I'm innocent. I don't. When I first heard that, I didn't know what people were talking about. And anytime I be chilled out, I mean, I'm cold from the inside to the out. Man, I have to have a coat or something. Boy, in the world, I want to chill out. Wow. I'm a warm-blooded creature, you know. Chilling out reminds me of a snake. Boy, snakes, they're cold-blooded. Scare me by cooling out. I like to stay hot for Yahweh. I like to stay on fire for Yahweh. I don't ever want to chill out. But I listen to you, you know, I say, yeah, chilling out. Yeah. Got this little place over here so I can go chill out. And I don't want to look ignorant here, so I just kind of wait a while, then I say, what does chill out mean? Because I don't see it in the dictionary. I know what chilly is, I know what out is, but that as a word kind of had me on the, stump. So I waited for some of you folk who knew the inside track. Since I couldn't find that meaning in the dictionary, I had to wait a while. What does chill out mean? I don't want to get away from Yahweh myself. I don't want to get away from the world of reality of serving Yahweh and working hard for Yahweh and being fired up for Yahweh. I can't afford it. See, if I chilled out, none of y'all could be saved. You better be glad I don't believe in chilling out. Men love darkness rather than light. But yet the birth process is to get out of darkness to the light. And they say a normal birth is when the head comes into the light first. If you come backwards, they call it that, backwards. Breach and stuff. Abnormal. Glory. So if you're normal, that means 90% of the births come head first. To what? To receive the light. You don't see the light through your feet. That which is supposed to receive the light is there coming out first. And you see the eyes, all that kind of stuff. The first thing that protrudes is a portion of the head. Some part of the head becomes visible first. Like you take a little look down there, you'll see some hair. Shows you the first thing to see the light is the head. So where is the light supposed to be? In the head. In order to be the head of all nations, you have to have the light. And if you love darkness rather than the light, that means you'd rather be up in the womb. Dependent upon an umbilical cord. You don't want to be out here and work for the things you want. Content to sit up in that little dark place. Cramped. I mean, you know how cramped it is by the time you're 9 months? You don't know? You don't remember? Well, just go look at some pictures. It's kind of crowded in there. In the 9th month. If you don't believe it's crowded, ask the woman that carries the baby. She can tell you it feels like it's crowded in there. It gets so crowded sometimes she can't hold as much food as she was holding. And when it's time to come out, the baby gets to kicking and carrying on. That really does get to be uncomfortable. He can kick so hard, you'll holler, ouch! Men love darkness rather than light. My goodness. And ever since this happened, We have suffered. We have suffered. And in the midst of the suffering, I'm saying the kingdom of Yahweh is at hand. Now let's go to Genesis chapter 15, 13, and 14. Read.
And he said unto Abram, Know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance.
Why were we reduced to this condition in the first place? We listened to the whisperer. And when we listened to the whisperer, we fell into this condition. Now the whisperer is saying and doing the same thing all the time. He never stops whispering. He never does stop whispering. Praise God. He never stops. He's always free to whisper without money. You don't have to pay him. What does he whisper? Darkness. Darkness. Things of darkness. The whisperer loves darkness. And he wants company. He wants a lot of company. That's the way it is. He says he must have company. Praise God. Isn't that something? Now, if you listen, look at the result. Affliction. Suffering. Now, 400 years is a long time to pay for listening to a whisper. Is that the only time we have spent? 6,000 years is an even longer time. That doesn't hurt Yahweh because you spent 6,000 years suffering. It's only a day with him. Yeah, 1,000 years is only a day with Yahweh. 2 Peter 3:8. Now the ones that are concerned about that are those who want to be right. Well, if you want to be right, how did you get to be so long, so wrong? And have to suffer so long? Because you listened to a whisper. You listened. Nobody made you listen. Nobody made Eve. Lucifer didn't make Eve listen to him. Eve did not make Adam listen to her. They both, all three of them knew the laws of Yahweh. The serpent knew the laws of Yahweh. Eve and Adam knew the laws of Yahweh. One let his deceitful mind whisper to him. Jeremiah 17:9. Did we read Peter? Well, I guess you better see. I'll be moving. All right, in Peter, what chapter? 2 Peter 3:8. Read.
But, beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day.
Now we come into what book? Jeremiah 17, 9. Nothing is as deceitful as the mind. So Lucifer listened to his deceitful mind. That's how he got off. Nobody came and whispered to Lucifer. His mind whispered. Read.
The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
When you listen to your mind for ideas instead of Yahweh's mind, my mind. Don't tell me you're in contact with Yahweh now when I'm here. Lucifer was in heaven with Yahweh. Imagine. It doesn't seem reasonable that anybody could be in heaven with Yahweh himself. And then think he's better than Yahweh. Or he can do something better. It's got to be deceitful because Lucifer would have had to step outside of Yahweh's creation to produce something better. So he had to be deceived to come to Yahweh's creation in heaven. Yahweh's very own created angels at that. And then whisper to them and then take them and start a war. They've been starting wars ever since. Right now, Lucifer's children are starting wars all over the earth now. They're just all into fighting and killing. Right now. And they're running from nation to nation whispering. You can call them ambassadors if you want to. They're whisperers. Got secret papers in their attaché case. Pull out the little secret whispering campaign. Right? It's going on right now. All over the earth. You're not concerned about such high-level, earth-wide whispering campaign against the Creator Yahweh. But see, I am aware. And I'm here to do something about it, and I am. I'm shining a great light. And those that hate my great light are running from it. And he was singing this way, why settle for less when you can have the best? I am the best. Why do you want less than the best? Why? Now the best is not just my body. It's my mind. It's my thoughts. You should want my thoughts in your mind. That's the bottom line.